And we are live. All right. It's Friday, everyone. What are y'all up to? What is everyone up to? Oh, third screen. Let me move my. Let's do some rearranging of these screens here. All right. So we up here so that I can look up here. Man. So I am right now. I'm working on a few different things. It's Friday, but I'm working. So the first thing is I am working on some building out and adding on a Fiverr type of component onto the inclusion just ecosystem altogether. We already have like the marketplace. It's more like Upwork. So it's an RFP type of marketplace where, you post a job, it sends it out to the freelancers respond. I'm actually adding in something a little bit different where it's more like Fiverr. So you can just put your services up there and it creates, basically a gig almost. And then when people come to the website, they could just pick the gigs. Instead of looking at a profile, they're looking at a direct service that you're offering. So, we're working on that. Hey, if anyone wants to jump in, I put the link. It should be in all the descriptions this time. I should have learned better where I should have put the link like in the description before I launched the video. That would have worked out better. But hey, I'm here. If you want to jump in, if you want to talk about something, I may stay on for about 15 minutes, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually going through and just doing some of the working through some of the code on the new freelance gig site. So it's called Inclusion Freelance. Even though we had originally launched as a freelance site, we just originally launched as more of an Upwork style. So we're going to add in that Fiverr component as well. So when a professional joins our network, they can enable multiple, I would say, visibility on their profile. So for instance, they can just show up for the jobs board. They can show up just for the traditional Upwork style profile in the system for freelancing, or they can actually create a service and it'll show up in the freelance marketplace as a service. So people have been kind of asking about that for a while because there are people that, have businesses and they just want to directly say, hey, let me just advertise my service. I don't want to advertise myself as a profile with my credentials and stuff. Let me just advertise the service. And that's what Fiverr is, right? So we're adding that in. This is a one-stop shop for anyone that is looking for remote work, or it's a remote professional or freelance professional, right? That's Black, Latinx, or woman. So that's what I'm doing right now. Man, it's a lot of, I don't know what's going on in the news right now. And I'm not going to rant about that right now. I'm not going to rant about the news. It's just, everything's just out of whack. The TV is off right now. Concentrating, focusing, getting some stuff done. I am coordinating with the gentleman. He's based out of Nigeria. We're working on adding in some AI into the system as well. So, and that's on the biz dev side. So I'm not going to give away my secrets on how we're bringing the job boards into the pipeline, the job postings and everything. But hey, some artificial intelligence would make it all much easier, a lot easier. So yeah, I'm doing that also. I have there's 2 Techstars applications that are due on the 11th. The 11th is Sunday. So I need to finish up these Techstars applications as well. There's the Techstars Social Impact, and they actually did something different because it's normally social impact as a kind of a wide category. I got a letter from Barry, an email from Barry saying that, hey, we're going to narrow it down to, you have to be focused on improving the lives of Black people. I was like, this is amazing. Okay. And so he gave these different criterias. One criteria was around, of course, education, and the other criteria was around economic empowerment. So it's like, okay, inclusion. We have the learning platform, education piece, of course. And we have, of course, just the freelance marketplace and the remote jobs board in general. So that's economic empowerment, because that's our goal. We want to put more money in the pockets of Black and brown people, right? So that's what we're doing. So we cover both of those areas. So I got to get the application in to kind of fit that narrative, of course. And then there's the Techstars Anywhere program also. So they're focused on future of work, and we're future of work also. So I am excited about that. So I have to finish that up. I have to write down. I don't know. I'm just not in the mindset to kind of finish that up. But yeah, I had a great call this week with a young lady who she is an analyst, and she has worked as an analyst for a few different funds. And so she loves, I posted something about, Fiverr and freelancing and COVID in general. And so she responded, we linked up. She's been following inclusion for a while, and just so happens she's from Pensacola as well. Graduated from PHS, Pensacola High School. Few years. I graduated a few years before her, several years before her, but that's pretty cool. So we're gonna bring her on in an analyst capacity, crunch some numbers, help put together some KPIs, help put together some better performer projections as well. Yeah, we're doing that. Hey, if anyone wants to join in, I'm talking like some business stuff right now, just stuff that I need to work on. But in the meantime, hey, I could talk about anything right now. Shout out to the 7 people. Shout out to the 7 people. Here's the thing. I talk with my hands. I'm like, I don't know, I'm like a Black Italian or something like that. After I've done my 23andMe, I realized, considering the fact that I'm only 72% Black, like, damn, where did this come from? Like, what? Anyway, 25% is European, and I'm like, okay, where's this hand thing come from? So I don't know, maybe. So I was just looking at myself, and that was the whole point, because I do this all the time, that motion. So what else? Man, I don't know. It's just, I'm glad to be talking to y'all right now. We normally do and last week I did that. We've been slowed up. We're supposed to release a newsletter this week. We didn't release the newsletter. And generally, I would normally give a recap of the newsletter, a video recap of the newsletter. We're going to push that newsletter back to next week, and I will be out with a new video recap of the newsletter also. So that's of course creating that content that we need for people to see what we're doing with inclusion around diverse talent acquisition for remote and freelance professionals. We have on Sunday, we have a company that's lined up. They're going to come on, and we're going to do a FlexWork TV episode. So FlexWork TV is our basically live stream podcast arm. And it's basically, I'm doing what we're doing right now, but in official capacity. I bring on a guest. We push the video, the live stream out to all of the inclusion social media channels. And we just talk about various things that's around diverse hiring, remote freelance work, and everything else. But this is going to be a company that's going to come on, and we're going to talk about their culture. We're going to talk about who they're looking for as far as flexible talent, diverse talent. So we're going to have a company on Sunday, and we're going to be talking about that. But also, if you are looking for a job, and especially a remote job, we have an initiative that we've been pushing now. It's called Getting You Hired. And for about 10 minutes, we just have a conversation here. I ask you questions. You talk about yourself. And from there, it's video that is disseminated throughout, social media as well. The goal is to get a company to take a look at that video and see who you are and for them to reach out so you can get hired for a job. So we're working on that also. That's ready to go. You can, if you go to inclusion.co/flexwork TV, you can actually sign up what we call for the talent pitch. And let's have a conversation. Let's talk. What else? Oh, y'all are quiet out there today. No comments, no nothing. No nothing. What's popping on a Friday? Y'all gonna make me go over here to because everybody's out of town. It's just me here. I'm gonna end up at Harold's Chicken and Ice messing around. If I don't get any engagement here, Harold's Chicken and Ice. If you're from Atlanta, then you know what I'm talking about. If you're not from Atlanta, just pretend I just said some random restaurant because I'm hungry. But then, they play a little music. They stay open late. They have a patio because I'm not going and I'm not sitting inside anywhere. I'm still in that mood where it's just like, nah, you can't be around too many people, even if there's a mask on because you're taking your mask off to eat. So, what else? I don't know. Nothing else right now. And I'm not going to rant about politics right now. I'm not going to rant about anything else that's going on right now. This is an informal what Jabril is working on update, I guess, in the meantime. And I'll keep it short. 12 minutes. That's good enough. Peace, y'all.